It's time for the match game. Hollywood Squares. Our win from another world, Linda Dano. From Aftermash, Jamie Farr. From Night Court, Paula Kelly. From Hotel, Heidi Bohay. McLean Stevenson. And the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares are Gene Rayburn and John Bowman.
You having a good time already?
Are we having fun yet?
Yeah, got it.
When you go home at night?
When I say you're having fun,
Yes,
you're having
sir.
a wonderful time.
We're having fun.
They're having a good
having
time.
fun
We
yet?
haven't even started there.
That
Listen,
sign is the most intimidating sign I've
yeah,
ever seen
isn't
when
that
you come
fabulous?
out.
Yeah,
That's
that really is something.
Yeah, the first time I ever had
Listen,
my name
refresh
in
my
life.
memory. What's the name of your movie?
I forgot. Oh, Cannonball Run, Part 2.
Cannonball Run. All right.
Yes.
It's opening soon. We'll look forward to seeing
Yes,
it.
thank you, Gino.
And you told us last time you were here the name of your book. I've forgotten what that is. It's called
The name is Dreamweaver. Coming out in the
Dreamweaver.
fall from Harlequin.
Good.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else? That's it. Okay. Cut. Let's say hello
Got
to
a
our
lot of
two
unemployed
players over
actors
here.
here.
With a brisk round of applause, we have Nancy Lazarus and Ella Fields. Hello there. Let's get acquainted. Nancy, we'll find out about you first.
Hi, I'm from Daytona Beach, Florida.
Yes.
And I'm out here in LA on business. I'm an engineer with a large corporation and a graduate from Georgia Tech, so I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech.
That's part of the wreckage.
Thank you.
And we need a heck of an engineer right now.
What was that? Was that your microphone? Oh, yes, it was. Hold everything. Don't nobody move.
I'm not kidding.
What is that? Sounds like
That can't be
All right.
Michael Winslow.
Did you
He's
fix
not
it?
with us
No, I
this
guess
time,
if
or-
nobody touches it, it'll be all right.
Arsenio.
Okay.
And we can replace it during the first commercial. Oh, sorry. Okay. Listen, if I get electrocuted, are we covered for that? I'll just stand here. Go ahead, Nancy. Are you a mechanical engineer, an electrical engineer?
Chemical
Chemical engineer. Yes.
Too bad.
And now, Ella, we want to hear about you, please.
I'm an aspiring actress. I'm now working as a secretary. I just moved out here in November from New York City, and I'm absolutely having a ball out here.
You are?
Yes.
What are you doing for laughs?
Well, well.
Oh, all right. Okay, that's the end of the interview. Let's begin the game. We'll play 3 rounds of the match game. The winner will go on to challenge the returning champion on Hollywood Squares. Chance to win up to $30,000. Got that? Good. Here we go. You won the toss. You go first, Nancy.
I'll pick A, please.
8 is. A says, oh, I have a news item. A news item.
A hot flash.
Da-da-ba-dum-bum. The world's oldest living man just married the world's oldest living woman. After the ceremony, instead of throwing rice, the guests threw blank. Good. Here we go, Nancy. The world's oldest living man just married the world's oldest living woman. And after the ceremony, instead of throwing rice, the guests threw blank.
Medication,
Medication.
like pills. Sorry.
Whoops. Every time you do that, you see, it makes that funny noise. So, maybe just for this one round, you could put your hands in your laps. Would that be all right? Okay, fine. Thank you. Now, she said medication or pills or something like that. What do you say, Heidi?
Well, I sort of said medication. I said Geritol.
You said Geritol. That's a wonderful answer. Very good, Heidi.
Now I'm doing it. No. Ella, if you get a job as an actress and that secretarial job is open, let me know, will you? Okay. I said prunes.
Prunes is good.
Prunes are good, yes. Come in handy at times.
So far we've had two terrific answers.
Okay, here's another one. Pills.
Pills.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
That's really terrific.
He said medication like pills, so that's a match for...
But they were the oldest man and the oldest woman.
Right.
So all the guests were very old, too. So their digestive systems aren't really what they used to be. So after the ceremony, they threw up.
They hate it.
My public. But don't worry, if you get electrocuted during this, I can cover it.
All right.
I like this
The
answer.
explanation didn't save it.
Good try, though. Huh?
Yes. Linda, what have you got for us?
I like that. I really did. I said Geritol tablets.
Geritol tablets. All right.
Heidi and I think alike.
I said prunes.
Prunes.
That's what I said.
You said that.
Mac, are we in the same age range?
So there, Nancy picks up one, and Ella, we see how you do with your first round question. Here it is. Some people buy donuts filled with jelly, but not Weird Willie. Nope. He's so weird, he has his donuts filled with blank. Weird Willie.
It's wide open.
Wide open. Yeah.
There you go.
It's one of those crazy questions.
Yes.
Ella,
It is.
some people buy donuts filled with jelly, not Weird Willie. He's so weird, he has his donuts filled with blank.
Rocks.
Rocks.
It's a wide open
I don't know if he was
question.
that weird. Yeah, we said wide open, but that's not quite that wide open.
Ella, rocks.
How wide open is it?
Well, okay, that means me.
Yeah, that means you.
Okay, well, I said stuffing.
Stuffing, like turkey stuffing?
Stuffing.
Oh, all right.
It's a wide open question. None of us are going to be very good at this one.
Well, when they're wide open, at least we hope to get a chuckle or two occasionally. Jamie, are you going to let us down?
Probably.
Oh,
I said shoe polish.
shoe polish is good.
Good answer? All right.
Yeah. Anything goofy like shoe polish is good.
I said prune pits, and then I crossed out the pits, so prunes.
Just jelly, fill. Well, that's almost like a jelly donut.
Prunes.
It's leftover from prunes or leftover
Right.
from the last question.
What have you got?
I said the absolutely definitive wide open answer. Ketchup.
Ketchup is good.
Oh, that's good. You see, red.
Oh, a bunch of
runny.
different answers here.
Yeah.
Linda?
Oh, please. I'm with you, Ella. Rocks is as good as mine. Chopped meat.
Chopped meat. That's okay.
I know. I had his, but.
But that's a knish then, right?
It's a knish. That's
Right,
exactly
chopped
what
meat
it
is a knish.
Are you
It's a
booing
Jewish jelly
knishes?
roll.
McLean?
Well, I just used the same card as the last time and said prunes.
One more prunes and you may be leaving us very quickly.
He's crazy. So there's the end of round one. Nancy's ahead 1-0. A good tight game going here. Go to round two in a minute or so. First this. Here we go. Round two. Bing. Nancy, you're ahead. You'll go first.
I'll choose A again, please.
A again. All right,
do?
everyone
I
except
don't
Paula
have-
will play. And this is the question. Juanita is so nearsighted at the fiesta, she couldn't see the piñata. So instead, she beat her blank with a stick. Nearsighted Juanita couldn't see the piñata, so she beat her blank with a stick. Beat her blank with a stick. Yeah.
Never
Three
miss
pieces,
a
all we
beat
could
or
afford.
anything. They're terrific.
Nancy, ready. Juanita is so nearsighted at the fiesta, she couldn't see the piñata, so instead she beat her blank with a stick.
Her date.
Her date. All right? I like that. You see how it works out?
I see how it works out. Unfortunately, I said husband.
Husband. That's good. Husband is good.
Does that count as a match?
That's your match.
Well, who would she be out with if she wasn't with her husband?
Sure.
I said
She's not.
husband.
She's not even
cheating
married.
on it? How do you know she's not? I happen to know Juanita personally.
No, she's not married.
You're single?
Let's take a
What?
vote. She's married.
Husband is good, but it's not. It's not.
Wouldn't that
match
be a-
date.
Can't your husband be your date?
Not just match
Your
date.
husband be your date?
Wait a minute. Is Juanita married? Say no. Thank you. See, she's not married. What do
You
you
should have
say?
said Senorita Juanita. I said husband. I thought it was, senora.
What do you
I
got?
had Senora Juanita.
I have
She beat her dog. Yes.
You know,
That covers your husband and your date.
He's got prunes
Can't
again.
use prunes again because twice is it's the rule of two, as Charlie Chaplin said.
Rule of
Two,
Rule
yes.
of two, we can't use prunes. Well, I'm out.
You're
No,
out.
I said boyfriend.
Aha!
That's
Aho! That is this.
Boyfriend
All
and
right.
husband.
You pick up one more, Nancy. Now, Ellie, you have started doing some catching up here. Wilbur, I can't talk to her. What's wrong with me?
Wants some prunes?
Yes, yeah, I could use some
That
prunes.
was Juanita's husband,
That's
Wilbo.
right. No, Wilbur the wino.
Yeah.
Wilbur the wino said to Orson Welles, "Not only will I drink wine before it's time, I'll even drink blank before it's time."
Read it again. I want to do one.
Wilbur the wino
Yeah.
said to Orson Welles,
Yeah.
"Not only will I drink wine before it's time, I'll even drink blank before it's time." That's it. That's the definitive answer. Very good.
This is the new version, as you said, of the music, Mac.
Here we go. Wilbur the wino said to Orson Welles, "Not only will I drink wine before it's time, I'll even drink blank before it's time."
Grape juice.
Grape juice? Yeah. Ella, you know what a wino is?
Yes.
You know what one of the things they drink? They'll drink anything, won't they?
Yeah.
Will they drink grape juice? They can't get
Yes.
a high on grape juice, can they?
No.
What weird thing could they get a high on?
Weird thing?
Yes.
Whiskey.
No, weird thing.
Champagne.
Whiskey is not weird.
Milk.
What weird thing could they get a high on,
Well,
Heidi?
this isn't really weird, but what is wine before it's wine?
Yes.
Vinegar.
All right. Can't get a high on that.
What did you say? You said Wilbur the
Unanimous.
wino.
No
What's a
one's
wino?
wino.
What does a wino drink?
Yeah.
Anything.
He will
Drinks
drink
anything before it's time.
Well, we were hoping it'd be a little more specific. What have you got?
Can you drink it high on kerosene
There you
before
go.
it's time?
Kerosene. Splendid. Yeah.
In this case, the fault, dear Brutus, lies not in the answers, but in the question. But I said he'll even drink the Bloody Mary he needs to sober up in the morning before it's time.
Bloody Mary.
Right.
All right.
Oh.
What do you got?
It's starting to turn
Didn't
on.
work, huh?
I said rubbing alcohol.
That's good. They'll drink anything. That's good.
That's Linda.
It takes me a while.
Now, McLean, when I said he had what I thought might have been the definitive answer, did you change it from what I saw you
No,
write?
sir, I didn't.
Well, this is what traditionally winos drink whenever they can get a hold of it.
No, sir, I think it's just enough that I wore a tie and shirt. And I look nice and I've got a good attitude. I don't have to come up with the right answers, I don't think, every time. I put sterno.
Sterno, of course.
Kerosene.
You know what
Ella
sterno
doesn't even know what sterno
What's
is.
sterno?
No sterno.
I just have a question
Sterno is
here.
what they use in a chafing dish. It's that thing that the waiter lights up under the chafing dish. Well, winos drink that a lot. So it's 2-0 in round 2, and we go to round 3, the final round right after this. Here we go with the third and final round. Nancy, you're still ahead. You have to go first.
I'll stick with A.
A all the way.
A all the way.
A all the way for Nancy Lazarus. Here we go. Fat Freddy has such a big appetite. At the restaurant, he ordered a sandwich and a side of blank. Fat Freddy. All right, waiter, I'll have a sandwich and a side of blank.
I hope this is the definitive answer.
I'll tell you.
Sterno.
Sterno was the definitive answer.
You got it. You got it.
I got it too.
Mac. Prunes.
Ready? Oh, they did it with dispatch, didn't they? McLean and Paula, you knew you laid out in that round. Okay, Nancy. Fat Freddy has such a big appetite at the restaurant he ordered a sandwich and a side of blank.
Beef.
Beef, very good. That's a good one. All right, waiter, I'll have a sandwich and a side of blank.
I said a side of feet.
Yay, Heidi. Now you're up to 3. Jamie?
You want to know where it is, Nancy? It's right here.
Where's the beef?
I said a sandwich and a side of prunes. No, I crossed that out and I wrote beef instead.
All right, you got 5, and do you make it 6?
Me too.
All right, now, Ella, you really have some catching up to do. Are you ready?
Yes.
Listen carefully now. This is very important for Ella. Let's see what it says. Judy said. Judy, that doctor is really mixed up. When I went into... No.
He's mixed up.
Good.
When I went into his examining room, he started blanking. The doctor is mixed up. That's it. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Barry Manilow wrote that.
Yeah.
Very hard to believe. We could only afford it 3 pieces. What, you got guitar, drums, and bass? Is that what we got there?
You have an album on that, too, don't you?
Yes.
That's great.
Manilow.
He writes
Ready,
the songs
Paula?
the whole world can't sing.
Playing that at home, Mac, wouldn't that be wonderful? The party,
Judy said
yeah.
that doctor is really mixed up. When I went into his examining room, he started blanking. You have a cute smile.
He started. Oh, I don't know.
She went into the examining room. The doctor is mixed up.
Yes.
She walked in, and the doctor started blanking.
Okay. He started examining himself.
Listen, you're going to have a wonderful career as an actress, but you're not going to go too far here, I'll tell you that. No, I don't think they're going to say that over here. You got to get all 6, remember, to stay in the game and achieve a tie. Heidi, you're first.
Okay, I said coughing.
Coughing. All right, so that means Nancy wins the game. Come on down, Nancy. What the rest of you have? Stripping, undressing, stripping, undressing. There you go. Right there, if you would, please. They're all saying undressing.
I see.
Taking his clothes off. You got it now? Good luck, Ella Fields. Nice to have you with us. Hey there. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to switch to Hollywood Squares now. John and I will trade places, bring on 3 more stars, and a lot of excitement coming along. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive beautiful electric range with self-cleaning oven and digital timing center. Exclusive speed broil broiling system broils food on both sides at once to seal in natural juices, furnished by White Westinghouse. It's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Square, Hour with Arlene Francis. Arsenio Hall. From Scrabble, Chuck Woolery. And taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
Okay, right now, get yourself a side of prunes. Come right back in a couple of minutes, or we'll be there to play Hollywood Square. See you then.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
And here we are with Nancy Lazarus, who didn't exactly rise from the dead. She was ahead the whole way in match game and made her way through to Hollywood Squares. We have 3 brand new celebrities. Rising from the dead, we have Arsenio Hall. Very much awake, Chuck Woolery. And the lovely and classy Arlene Francis. Chuck, oh, you're
Yes,
lovely
John.
and classy too, Chuck.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and you have a new show debuting very soon, right here on NBC in the mornings. It's called Scrabble.
I couldn't have said it better myself, John.
Now, can you describe to us what the show is like briefly? Is that possible?
Yes, of course I can. Do you remember Scrabble?
Yes, I do.
It's kind of like that.
The 10 and the the 10 and the Q were worth, the Z and the Q were worth 10 points. Very good. Why don't you and I zip over here and play Hollywood Squares, Nancy Lazarus? So is that really?
Yep, that's it.
It's Scrabble adapted to television.
Scrabble adapted to television.
I love Scrabble.
Television version of the game you've played all your life.
Right. Best it could possibly be. Okay, Tamara Allison is our defending champ. Her total, she has made it into the very, very big stratospheric money at this point. 34,525 big ones. That was that $20,000 yesterday. Really put you into the most upwardly mobile category that we have, I'd say, once you get over that $30,000 mark.
That's right.
What were your feelings when you went home last night?
Numb. I was just numb. It's like a big dream, just a great dream. The reality hasn't hit yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't let it sink in too quickly, because you still have a couple of more appearances on this show, potentially. If you get through Hollywood Squares today, we will play this game until you hear the Time's Up bell, and whoever is ahead at that point will go on to play Supermatch, which can be worth up to $30,000. You won 10 one day, 20 yesterday. First game's worth $100, $25 for every square. Tamara, you're the champ. Pick a star, and let's get going.
Okay, Jamie, please.
Mr. Farr.
Yes, Mr. Bauman.
Where was the first chewing gum made? In ancient Greece? Or in Brooklyn, New York?
First chewing gum?
Yeah.
It was in a movie theater in Brooklyn, New York. I know I stepped on it going through the aisle. Chewing gum. I would say that chewing gum goes back a long way. There were, from the saps of the tree, and some of the saps took some of the saps from the tree and they started chewing it. So I think it would go back to ancient Greece.
He says chewing gum goes back
I know the man personally, incidentally, Mr. Papanopoulos.
Agree or disagree? Not with Mr. Papadopoulos, but with whether chewing gum goes back to ancient Greece, Tamara.
I disagree.
The first chewing gum was made in ancient Greece. You
Somebody,
should have agreed
Mr.
with Jamie and
Papadopoulos?
Mr. Papadopoulos. Your opponent gets the first square. Yes, they found it in some ruins. Stuck under a desk, I believe. Nancy, you are already on the board, and now you get a chance to pick a star for an O of your own.
Arsenio, please.
Arsenio Hall.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi.
This has recently become very popular in West Germany. Is it break dancing or group marching?
I don't know. It is a trend that's catching on worldwide. Let's go with that. Let's go with break dancing is the newest trend in Germany.
Agree or disagree, Nancy?
I agree.
Breakdancing has recently become popular in Germany. You're right to agree to get another square. And she's got two O's up there in very speedy fashion. I remember this has kind of happened to you before, though.
Every single time.
Pick a star.
McLean the block, please.
Okay, you missed this one. Your opponent takes the first game. According to the Old Farmer's Almanac, should you immediately throw away styrofoam meat trays because of dangerous bacteria, or should you use them to insulate your boots?
Styrofoam meat
trays.
Ah, okay. I subscribe to Open Road for...
Stupid question.
Well, no, I mean, I subscribe to Open Road for Boys and Humpty Dumpty. Big deal. And there was an article in Humpty Dumpty, I believe it was. Yes, Humpty Dumpty was saying, put do not use styrofoam meat trays. Throw them away.
Throw them away.
Was that a choice?
Yes.
Oh, thank
Throw them away because of dangerous bacteria.
Ah.
Right. Agree or disagree, Tamara, to block?
I disagree.
You should use styrofoam meat trays to insulate your boots. You were right to disagree, and you get the square. Well done. That's a According to the Old Farmer's Almanac, use those meat trays to... Those old farmers are resourceful. We will be back to complete our $100 game after these messages. Stick with us.
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. Now back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
50 for the challenger and 25 for the champ. However, the last square featured a very timely block by Tamara. You are thwarted in that position, and it's your move, Nancy Lazarus.
Jean, please.
Jean Rayburn.
All right.
This would be a nice square for you to get. Can a Chinese citizen hire a maid to help around the house? Or is this the height of bourgeois capitalist slavery?
It is the height of bourgeois capitalist slavery. However, they rescinded that recently, and they now permit, in very limited quantities, instances, people can hire a maid.
He says the Chinese can hire a maid. Agree or disagree, Nancy?
I'll agree.
A Chinese citizen can hire a maid. You're right to agree. That's correct. It's the height of bourgeois capitalist slavery, and you can do it. All right, Tamara, pick a star for an X.
Arlene, block, please.
Okay. What does the book Clean Your House and Everything in It recommend you add to your bath water to keep from having a bathtub ring? Is it a squirt of dishwashing liquid or a teaspoonful of lemon juice?
Teaspoonful of lemon juice with gin.
Where were you for Weird Wilbur in the match game?
I would guess that the, what was the first thing?
Dishwashing liquid, a squirt of dishwashing liquid.
That's what I use. I mean, I don't know what they prefer in the book, but I certainly do.
She says a squirt of dishwashing liquid will keep you from having a bathtub ring. Agree or disagree for a block?
I agree.
A squirt of dishwashing liquid will do it. You're right to agree. You get the square and you do block.
Lemon juice makes you pucker.
And now we have an interesting game board shaping up. Your move, Nancy.
I'm going to go with Heidi to win.
Okay. A logical maneuver. According to Amy Vanderbilt, is it okay for a secretary to take her shoes off when she's typing? Or is that considered bad business manners?
I think it would be considered bad business manners.
Agree or disagree, Nancy?
I would disagree.
It is considered bad business manners, so you should have agreed with Heidi Bohay, and your opponent gets that square and blocks you. Okay, put your shoes back on, Arlene. Tamara?
Paula
Pick a
to
star.
win, please.
Right. Where do they drink more light beer? California or Texas?
Yeehaw! I would say. I'm going to go with California.
She says more light beer is drunk in California. Agree or disagree, Tamara, to win the game?
I agree.
They drink more light beer in Texas. You should have disagreed with Paula. Oh, this is getting a rise out of the Californians in the audience. The biggest light beer state in the Union is Texas. Go Longhorns. Yes. So, Nancy Lazarus, new life for you. Pick a star for an O.
Chuck?
Chuck Woolery. Now, this is actually, I don't know if you're aware of this, I am, for a game win. If you get this one, you have 5 O's on the board.
The pressure's on.
You got it.
Okay.
Take your shoes off before you win.
I'll kick them off.
I have to call
Chuck,
Mr.
you're a chief
Woolery.
executive of a Fortune 500 company.
Yes.
According to a Purdue University study, would you rather spend your time in the office or in Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Agree or disagree, Nancy, for the game?
I would disagree.
The chief executive of a Fortune 500 company would rather spend his time in the office. You are right to disagree. You get the square and you win the first game.
I'd rather
You
go to
got it.
Hawaii.
Good for you. He's a workaholalulu. Congratulations. That was a long and tight and tough $100 game. She's got $225. You've got $75. We'll sweep the X's and O's off of the board. Move right on to a $200 game. We're going to start it with you, Tamara Allison.
Jamie, please.
Jamie?
Yes. Okay. This is the most TV time I've had in years. I have to call him Mr. Woolery. You call him Chuck.
Which of these was the name of a famous 50s hairdo? The banana peel, the artichoke, or the macaroni?
I knew one had something to do with a duck, but I don't remember the name of that. Let's see. Give me the foods again.
The banana peel, the artichoke, or the macaroni?
I would think it was. It would be the banana peel because the way it's spread out and opened, and
That's
and
now.
then people could slip off of it, and fall. And think. The banana peel sounds good.
Agree or disagree, Tamara?
I agree.
The artichoke was the name of a famous 50s hairdo. You should have disagreed, and your
you know
opponent
that,
gets the
John?
first grade. Listen, I don't remember what the artichoke looked like, and I'm sure that I'm lucky that I don't. We'll be back to complete the $200 game after these messages. Be there. Well, during the commercial break, we had several descriptions by our celebrities of the 50s hairdo called the artichoke. The descriptions were, like this. That was one description. Another description was...
That's the artichoke.
And I believe the correct description was kind of... Right. Okay, so that's the artichoke for anyone who cares. Someone who I'm sure cares. Someone who I'm sure cares is Nancy Lazarus, who gained an O from the answer to that question, or lack thereof. Pick a star on your own for another O.
Arsenio, please.
Arsenio Hall. You put cheese in front of a pair of rats who are making love.
What a mean thing to do.
Are they under contract to one of the studios?
Now, according to Kinsey, which rat is more likely to stop making love and go for the cheese? The male or the female?
Be careful.
I think the female will go for the cheese because the male probably wants to get finished and go to sleep. So
have a cigarette.
Yeah, have a cigarette. Yeah, go with the female and the cheese.
Okay, so the female will go for the cheese. What do you say, Nancy?
I'll agree.
The female will go for the cheese, yes. Reasoning does not count in Hollywood Squares. We've said it many times.
The old Adam and Eve. She went for the apple, the other one went for the cheese.
Tamara Allison, pick a star.
McLean the block, please.
All right. Still in a defensive position. How can you cure hiccups with a Q-tip? Do you take the Q-tip and massage the roof of your mouth, or do you stick it in your ear?
Or put it in your shoes. Still upset about the styrofoam meat thing in the shoes. They canceled my subscription to Humpty Dumpty. They gave me some bad info on that.
What did they say about
this one? I do know.
Yeah.
I do know because I read the hiccup book. And one of the things that you do is you rub the top of the roof of your mouth with the Q-tip, and that will stop the hiccups. Putting it in your ear is dumb. Never put anything in your ear less than the size of your elbow.
He says you massage the roof of your mouth with a Q-tip to cure hiccups. What do you say, Tamara, to block?
I agree.
You use it to massage the roof of your mouth. You were right to agree, you get the square, and you do block. And we're going to start to pick up the pace here a little bit because we're getting a little late in our third segment. Nancy Lazarus, it's your move for an O.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
All right.
Who swims faster, former Olympic champ Mark Spitz or a typical tuna?
Mark is a tuna, isn't he? With a mustache. I would say that, let's see. Gosh, he was fast. But I think a tuna would be much faster than Mark Spitz.
What do you think, Nancy?
I'll agree.
The tuna swims faster. Yes, you're right to agree, and
Yeah,
you get the square.
nobody's ever
The
caught
tuna
Mark
swims
Spitz.
up to 50 miles an hour. Pretty good. But can he get an
They caught
agent?
a tuna.
Tamara, pick a star.
Arlene the block, please.
Huh. Now, you missed this one. It's a pretty big lead for Nancy at this point in the day. Arlene Francis, you just sent a pound of jelly beans to the White House.
Not me. Or not I, pardon me.
Who will probably end up eating them? The president, the White House staff, or will they all get thrown away?
They come unsigned. They don't have my signature on them.
Presumably not.
They throw them away, obviously. They have to.
Agree or disagree, Tamara?
I agree.
They will get thrown away. Yes, we have to presume that they're not from someone the president knows. You're right to agree, you get the square, and you do block. Nancy Lazarus, make your move.
Heidi to win, please.
Now, this would give you a pretty big lead. There is a plaque on President Reagan's desk. Does it say freedom and democracy for all, or the buckaroo stops here?
You always ask me these really difficult questions, John.
They're all like this, Heidi.
Oh, the buckaroo stops here.
What do you say, Nancy, for the game and a big lead?
I think I'm going to disagree.
The plaque on President Reagan's desk says, the buckaroo stops here. You should have agreed with Heidi Bohay. And your opponent gets that square and stays alive. Pick a star, Tamara.
Paula to win.
This would give you the game and the lead. Got another exciting one. Paula Kelly, what would happen if you scratched the peel of an orange and put the orange in a jar full of flies? 2 hours later, would all the flies be mating, or would they all be dead?
From mating.
From mating, right. I put the orange in there, right?
Right.
The whole
You
orange,
scratch
not
the
just
peel.
right.
You scratch an
the
orange peel.
Right.
You put it in a jar of flies.
And they would be either what?
Mating or dead. There's not much gray area
They
here.
would be mating.
Agree or disagree, Tamara, for the game?
I agree.
If you put that orange in a jar full of flies, the flies would all be dead. You should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square. The citrus oil fumes are toxic. The bell means that time is up. She has done it. Nancy Lazarus is our new champ. Congratulations. What you do right now? What you do right now very nicely is congratulate your opponent. Good for you. She has made her way over there to join Jean, get set for her first shot at the big money. You know what that is like. You have won plenty of big money on this show. You started off the day like you started off every other day, behind. You had your chance right there at the last minute to pull it out once again, and you know, it's the orange peel and the flies did you in, but you've been a great champ. Her total leaving here is $34,675. Congratulations to you, Tamara Allison. You're great. Gene, take it away.
All right, here we are with a new champ. And we'll be back with her and the stars for a go at the really big dough right after this.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
All right, Gino. Thank you. Ready, Nancy?
I think so.
It's your first time. You know how it goes.
Yes, I do.
What's it called?
Super match.
Way to go. She's got it. So far, she's all right. You could win up to $30,000 here. Nancy, let's begin. We polled the studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank roll. Now, if you give us the answer they wrote down most often, you get $1,000. For the second most popular, $500. For the third, $250. Any 3 of the 9 stars are allowed to offer a little assistance here.
I got one, Nancy. I got one.
I gotta pick Arsenio.
Thanks.
You got one, really, or are you putting us on?
Rock and roll, I think, would be a good one.
Rock and roll is a good one. All right.
The crowd says yes.
Jamie.
Egg roll.
Egg roll.
Linda.
Jelly roll.
Jelly roll, egg roll, rock and roll. Now you have to make a decision. You may choose one of those, or would you like to give us one of your own creation?
I'll go with rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Well, they think you're right, Nancy. Hear them? They're cheering yay and on there and rooting for you. Let's find out. If rock and roll is up there, we'll begin by revealing the $250 response. Jelly roll.
Jelly roll.
All right,
Gotta
that's
wait
Linda's
for it.
answer. The $500 response says...
Tootsie roll.
Tootsie roll.
That's the other
Hey,
one.
there's
Yeah.
a good one we didn't think of. All right, last chance for rock and roll. Slide it, Steve.
You got it.
Yeah! Hey, Nancy, there's your $1,000. Now it's time for the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. And after you've made your decision, we'll ask the star to reveal the hidden number. It'll be a 10, a 20, and somewhere up there is 130. And none of us really knows where that is. I was talking to the producer last week, and I said, who knows where it is? No one knows. It's all done at random.
With mirrors.
Yes. All right. Time to choose a star.
I gotta stay with Arsenio.
Ready, set, go. 20,000 is what you're playing for. 20, very good.
What a way to start.
All right. Good luck, Nancy.
Go with a big 20.
20 grand right on this answer.
Ready, Arsenio?
Yes, I'm very nervous.
Don't be nervous, Arsenio.
My grandmother's watching.
Your grandmother?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. No help from the audience, because if we hear an answer and you might have an impulse to say an answer, we ask you to restrain yourselves. Here it is. Dallas blank. D-A-L-L-A-S blank.
Okay, I'm ready. Go with it.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready. When I think about it, I always blow it and make the lady lose a lot of money. So I'm
Nancy,
going
he's ready. You collect the $20,000 by matching him. What do you say to this?
Dallas Cowboys.
I heard a couple of people in the audience disagreeing with you. There were two possibilities. That was one, and I hope Arsenio has it. Time for the reveal now.
I tried to use psychology. I mean, and I said, well, she's a girl. She won't know about football. But I said, to hell with that. Go with Cowboys.
You have a grand total of $21,325. Congratulations, Nancy. All right, now, Nancy, before we reveal which of the stars had the one big number, I just want to say something here. You know, in the survey that's taken to determine, to test these questions, Dallas, Texas, most people in the studio audience said Dallas, Texas. Right. And Dallas Cowboys was number 2, so my heart was in my mouth when you said Dallas Cowboys. And I thought he was going to say Dallas, Texas. The answer almost everyone.
Did you know Dallas was in Texas, Arsenio?
That's the reason I said Cowboys.
I see.
I thought
now
that
we
was
want to find out where the big number is. Would you all give the tab a pull? Ready, set, go. Zip. Linda had the number today. All right. Stars, we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And Champ, you'll be back here tomorrow, right?
I sure will.
Okay, Gene Rayburn inviting you to join us tomorrow.
John Brown saying, so long for the match game, Hollywood Squares, Harry. You done good, kid.
A member of our studio audience will receive Benris Citation Super Thin Quartz Watches. Yellow gold tone case with black dial and jeweled crown, furnished by Benris Watch. This is Gene Wood speaking for the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.